Did you know that in Japan, some people pay actors to pretend to be their family just to feel loved? Loneliness is global. Don't think you're weak for feeling empty. The strong ones admit it and start healing. There are different types of loneliness we all face, and in psychology, loneliness is defined as the unpleasant feeling of distress or discomfort. And I am here to break it down for you. Have you ever been surrounded by people and still felt completely alone? Not because you're not loved, but because the people you wish would love you don't even see you. Loneliness isn't always silence. Sometimes it sounds like laughter in the background, notifications buzzing, but none of them are for you. We live in a world where being strong is expected, so we wear masks. We joke, we post, we say, "I'm fine," even when we're breaking inside. Some of us are lonely in our homes. Others are lonely in relationships, marriages. Some feel forgotten by friends. Some feel invisible even when they walk through crowds. And the worst kind, some feel lonely in their own skin. You wake up and the first thing you feel is emptiness. You go to sleep, not because you're tired, but because there's nothing left to do. You scroll for hours, hoping a video, a quote, or a voice would speak directly to you. And maybe that's why you're here. Not for entertainment, but because deep down you're tired. Tired of pretending. Tired of being the one who checks on everyone else. But no one checks on you. So let me say this. You matter. You're not weak. And you're not alone in this pain. But now listen closely, because loneliness doesn't always look the same. Paused. But we all face loneliness in different ways. Now we have youthful loneliness. This kind often hits the hardest, especially when you're young. Born in the 90s or early 2000s, you probably know what I mean. In this stage of life, you're still building. Testing things for the first time, especially when you don't have a life guidance. You're trying things, failing, learning, and most people don't notice builders. That's where the loneliness creeps in. You feel like no one sees your effort. You talk about your dreams, and it gets ignored. So you start seeking validation, attention, but honestly, that's not what you need. You don't need to be seen right now. You need to build right now. Because in silence, in isolation, that's where real foundations are laid. Don't chase people. Don't force acceptance. Stay focused on your goal. You feel lonely now because you're building something powerful. And foundation is always painful. But there again, we have the loneliness in relationships. Now, this one hurts in a different way. You can sleep next to someone and still feel cold. You could be in a long-term relationship and feel completely misunderstood. That's because emotional disconnection doesn't always come with distance. If that's where you are now, speak up, not to fight, not to blame, but to be heard. And if you're both hurting, don't be afraid of space. Sometimes distance brings clarity. Staying together in silence can wound more than walking apart in peace. Don't fake connection. Build it honestly, or heal from it gently. And now most people go through the loneliness in old age. This is the type that doesn't get talked about enough. Our parents, grandparents, they face a silence we barely understand. They've lost friends. They've buried memories. And now they sit, often waiting for a knock that never comes. It's more than quiet. It's emotional emptiness. But maybe we could do better. Visit more. Call more. Listen more. And if you're the one aging and feeling unseen, please remember, you are not forgotten. You are not useless. Your value didn't vanish with age. And more than that, what you do in your alone time matters more than how many people are around you. Solitude is not a curse. It could be a mirror, a teacher, a companion. Let build you. Let ground you. Let it remind you you're still alive. So, what is loneliness really? Psychology defines it as discomfort in isolation. But I believe it's deeper. It's the space between the life you're living and the connection your soul is craving. But let me leave you with this. Your story is not over. This deep ache you feel, it won't last forever. You're not forgotten. You're not invisible. And you're not alone in this world, even if it feels that way right now. So please hold on. Not for them. Not for likes. Not even for the world. Hold on. For you. And if this touched you, share it, because someone you love might be smiling in public, but aching in private. Please subscribe to Hope Lines for more truth, healing, and strength. Let's build a community of real people, not pretenders.